Signs, banners, bags, or umbrellas into the town hall meeting.
Convicted murderer Nathaniel Abraham was arraigned on a felony drug charge and then released on $10,000 bond today.
Nathaniel, what about all this talk about turning your life around?
That was Abraham walking out of jail this evening. You can even see the tether around his left ankle there. This is in stark contrast to the way he looked a year ago when he was released from jail, dressed in a fur coat and fedora when he walked out after serving 10 years for killing Ronnie Greene. Now, some folks are taking this news especially hard tonight, among them Ronnie Greene's family. They had hoped Nathaniel Abraham would turn his life around after he'd served his sentence. They spoke to our Derricke Dennis tonight about their disappointment in Abraham's arrest.
Well, Nathaniel Abraham walked out of the back door here to the Oakland County Jail. The picture of him covering his face showing the shame of promises broken to a family still grieving.
Yes. It's been 11 years now.
The disappointment on their faces, the stunning reality hitting home for the grandmother and the uncle of the boy Nathaniel Abraham shot and killed, Ronnie Greene.
And it seems like, it just comes back over and over,
Joann and Marty Hayden sitting in their Ypsilanti living room, shocked and saddened that this is Nathaniel Abraham now, hiding his face from cameras, released after being arrested for drug possession. His promises of reform, his talk of turning his life around, apparently for nothing.
It just was a shock to hear him, being linked to drugs. And I guess every parent's nightmare.
It just saddens me for my trip to Chicago because it was so emotional. We forgave him, and everyone was in tears.
She's talking about a visit to the Oprah Winfrey Show last February, billed as the first time Ronnie Greene's family and Nathaniel Abraham's family would connect. Oprah acting as a mediator. The show never aired. Nathaniel and his lawyer backed out, but gave the Greene family the apology they needed.
We had good conversation with him, and he seemed like he was determined.
From that point, we thought it was a new beginning for Nate.
But even with that, there were signs Abraham may not have been reformed. The white suit, the fedora, the fur jacket he wore upon being released after more than a decade in jail, taken as an offense.
Just to come out so flashy after he knew that he took my grandson's life.
And if you listen to the music career Abraham started with such promise, it's full of rap lyrics touting a life in the streets.
I'm not going to rush the judgment because I don't know how actually it's going to turn out, but he's still young, and yes, there's still hope for him.
Nathaniel Abraham's drug possession charge is a felony that could get him 20 years in prison. In Pontiac, Derricke Dennis, Local 4.
Local 4 has also learned that the car Abraham was driving when he was busted for drug possession is registered to prominent Detroit businessman Herb Strather, and we've not been able to reach him for comment despite repeated tries.
A hepatitis